We see hundreds of UFO videos every month, and the vast majority are coincidental sightings. But now, a growing number of eyewitnesses claim that UFOs are showing up, not at random, but because they are being summoned intentionally.
July 5th, 2020, Big Bear, California. Experienced UFO spotter Eddie Garcia sets up under the stars with a group of friends.
So we're 20 miles away from civilization, and I really wanted to show the new guys in our group ET craft.
Eddie says he called out to the ETs with his mind, and amazingly, they came.
You see? They're flying tonight.
So I was kind of running the laser alongside with the ET craft so that our friends can follow along and see the craft for themselves.
But instead of just pointing out whatever's flying, this happens.
And now he's turning.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's flashed.
Yeah, you see him?
Yeah.
Let's back up. Zoomed in and slowed down, the laser actually lights up the object, and it responds by making a sharp turn. Eddie, the man behind the laser pointer, is an active member of a movement called Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, or CE5. They believe they can initiate contact with aliens through a special kind of meditation and a phone app. Others have meditated in an effort to summon UFOs, most notably on a large scale in 1987. That August, tens of thousands of people gathered at 250 sites in an event called the Harmonic Convergence. A version of the idea lives on in CE5.
We show peaceful interaction with extraterrestrial species, and we show that there's nothing to be afraid of.
For Eddie, the search for contact has been life-changing.
I'm doing something bigger than myself. I think more positive about life. I kind of feel like I have purpose again.
The CE5 movement has become a worldwide phenomenon, with thousands of people from America to Australia meeting to summon UFOs. But is it really possible to trigger events in the material world simply with the power of the mind? And what exactly did Eddie capture on his camera?
We turned the footage over to our video forensic analyst, Michael Primo.
So this recording had me scratching my head a little bit. So we sent the recording to MedX Forensics, which is one of our authentication tools that assesses the digital information of the file. I did not detect any evidence to support that that object was added.
So the video is low resolution, but it's real. Astronomer and video effects designer Mark D'Antonio tries to narrow down what this object could be.
Some people think that things like this could be aircraft, but bam, they get hit by a light and it shifts immediately to another location. That's not something an airplane can do.
Our aviation expert, Lieutenant Tim McMillan, thinks we can rule out another human-made flying object.
We don't see any of the other characteristics that would go with drones, all of the different warning lights that are on them, all the different aviation lights. We also don't hear sounds of drones. I don't think that drones would explain this at all.
D'Antonio considers a couple of non-human possibilities.
Now, a UFO can fly with weird motions like this. When you actually look at the motion that it took and you look at how much of the object was illuminated by this laser, that right there tells me that the object is a very small object, like the size of my two fists together. You'll notice as it's flying through, it's doing this. It's got this pulsation going on. It's possible that we're looking at a bat right here.
Here's the thing, though. There are conflicting reports about bats and lasers. One study claims they're attracted to them, but other reports say lasers repel bats. And as for the CE5 movement, D'Antonio is keeping an open mind.
I can't say whether that works or it doesn't work. I won't disparage it until I actually can get more evidence for it or against it.
So, UFO or bat? It's a close one, but in this case,
Because of the object's size and apparent fluttering motion, we're going to call this a bat, pending further evidence.
but one thing is clear, reaching out to UFOs has put Eddie in a better place. So stick with it, Eddie. And next time, give us an exclusive.